Good morning. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope that if you are in the States, you had a good long weekend and did some fun stuff over Memorial Day. And just wanted to kind of pop on and let y'all know about a couple of different ways to kind of counteract that inevitable summer sales slowdown. So we have Father's Day, which runs until about the middle of June, and that's a really big selling season on Etsy. But after that, it's kind of just this inevitable like crash of sales unless you're selling super summer specific things. And everybody sees it, every seller goes through it. That is typically the slowest time for every seller across Etsy, just across the board. And if you're in it, you can kind of start to wonder, even if you've been through this a couple of times before, even if you've been selling on there for years, you can kind of start to get that little like panic mode about what do I do now? Like, what can I do to boost my sales during this time, which is typically slower? So I have a couple of things for you that I want to talk to you about and let you know that a few things will help with that. So the first one is an actual Etsy sponsored event, and they are running a site-wide sale for their 13th birthday, and it's starting on June 18th, which will be after Father's Day. So you've got a chance to kind of ride that Father's Day wave and head straight into maybe another little boost for sales if you join into Etsy's 13th birthday sales event. And it's super easy to do. You might have already seen this banner come across your dashboard when you're signed in. It will come up and it will say, join in for the birthday sale. And all you have to do is basically set a sale to run from June 18th to June 22nd. And during that time, Etsy is going to be promoting items from all across Etsy. All the sellers that have their shops on sale, Etsy will pull from those shops and pull from those listings and feature those in a browse guide. So, when you're on the front page of Etsy, you're logged in and you've got this little banner up there. So right now it's advertising for Father's Day. When you click into that banner, feel free to like open up another tab and go to Etsy and, look at this if you want to. But if you click on that banner, then you will be taken to a page where they have kind of separated out all of these Father's Day items and into categories. So they've got fashion for dads, they've got funny gifts for dads, they've got gifts for dads from sons, daughters, golf gifts, fishing gifts, gardener gifts, all of these different categories that they kind of divide all of these Father's Day items up into. They're going to do the same thing with anything that they promote site-wide. So basically what they're going to do for their 13th birthday event is they're going to pull all different categories and they're going to put items into those categories that are on sale. So it automatically lets Etsy know that you're participating if you create a sale from the 18th to the 22nd. So here's how you do that. You can either go to your dashboard and you can find that little banner that's at the top and you can click into that and it will take you straight to your sales and coupons page. If you want to go a different route, you can just go over to the left side of your dashboard and you can find the marketing tab and then you can get to sales and coupons from there. You're going to click this big orange button up in the top right-hand corner that says like create a new promotion or something like that. And it's going to give you three options. It's going to bring up a little pop-up and give you three options. And the first one is to create a targeted offer. The second one is to run a sale. And the third one is to create a coupon code. You're going to want to pick that middle one, that second run a sale. So once you do that, you can set your sale. You can set it to be either a percentage off or a free shipping promotion, and you can choose your percentage. Etsy says that anything that is discounted between 10 and 70% off is eligible for feature in their sale event. So if you don't want to do a huge discount, do 10%. I think I'm doing 15. I've already got mine set up for both shops. And that's another thing. If the earlier you do it, the better, honestly, because Etsy is probably already putting together those browse guides now that they've announced their sale. And so the earlier you can get your items on sale, the faster they will show up in Etsy's search to put items in their editor's guides. So fill out all that information, set your sale to go, set it. You'll have a little calendar that comes up at the bottom, and you'll be able to set it from June 18th to the 22nd. That's a Monday through a Friday. So it only runs for a week, and get that set up, and you've got a chance to be featured on Etsy as a shop that's on sale. So they're going to promote the heck out of their 13th birthday sale. I can already tell you that. They usually do that. They'll promote it on the homepage through that banner. They'll promote it on Instagram. They will do all sorts of things to make sure that sellers know that they can get great items on sale with that event. Okay, so the second thing is going to be setting up a targeted offer. And you'll get to this the same way that you get to setting up the sale for Etsy's birthday event. So go to your marketing tab, go to sales and coupons, and when you click that button to create a new promotion, you're going to want to choose the first offer, which is create a targeted offer. And these are some brand new features that Etsy has just come out with that I personally am super, super excited about, and I've already started to see results having them set up in both shops. So you're going to go there and you're going to click create a targeted offer. So it's going to come up and it's going to give you a choice, and you can choose one of the two. And if you do one, you can go back and do the other. It's not like you can only have one going at one time. So the first one is an abandoned cart feature. And this is really exciting because this is something that a lot of websites offer. And you've probably gotten these emails before from larger companies that maybe you've put something in your cart, and then all of a sudden they email you the next day and they're like, hey, did you forget about this? We're either going to give you a discount to incentivize you to go ahead and buy it, or we're going to give you other things that you might want to look at. And that's basically what these emails are going to do for you as a seller. So if anybody has come into your shop and put an item in their cart and left it there for more than 24 hours, Etsy will send them an email, and it will give them a coupon code that you set up that will give them a little bit of a nudge, a little bit of an incentive to purchase that item. Go ahead and purchase that item from you. Because people get distracted. People, have 14 tabs open on their computer, and they might have added something to their cart and then, gotten distracted and gone to something else and, not remembered that they put it in there. And so this email is a little bit of a nudge to your customer to say, hey, thanks for putting this in your cart, and now here's a little discount. So I had somebody ask in my Etsy Empire the Foundation group. We do weekly live Q&As, and one of my students asked, what do you recommend as far as the discount to do for these kinds of things? For something like that, I would go the absolute lowest you possibly can, because it's more of a reminder that, hey, this is still in your cart if you want it. And so the discount should kind of be secondary. So any targeted emails like that I set up, I always do the lowest amount. I do 10%. So I've had really great success with that so far. In one shop, I've made almost $60 from those. And in another shop, in my other shop, I've made $25. So this is a fee-based opportunity from Etsy. So they do charge you to send out these emails, but it's only 10 cents per email. And I have spent about, I think it's running at about a 10% as far as what I'm paying as to what I'm making. So I've spent about $6 in that shop that's made me $60. But that's $60 that I wouldn't have made possibly without sending out those emails. So in the other shop, it's running about the same. I think I've spent about $2 to $3 and I've made $25. So if you can spend $2 to make $25, you do it all day long. I sound like my dad right now. So that is something that he always taught me. He always said, you have to spend money to make money. And it's true. There are free things that you can do to market yourself. But when you can pay just that little bit and incentivize somebody to buy something from you, it's totally worth it, I think. So that's another way that you can kind of try to counteract that slowdown. We talked about the abandoned cart feature. The other feature is a favorited items coupon code. And that's a little iffy, because what I was also telling my students is the people who have actually put something in their cart, they are closer to actually buying something from you than somebody who has just favorited your item. Because somebody might have favorited your item for a number of reasons. Either they want to go back and look at it later, they want to show it to somebody, it's color inspiration, it's decor inspiration. They may not necessarily be interested in buying it, but it's the same situation as far as it's the 10 cents to send the email, and it will send the email and it will say, hey, you favorited this recently. The seller wants to give you a little discount if you want to buy it. So I have not, the favorited items is newer than the abandoned cart feature. So it hasn't had enough time to kind of gain traction in either one of my shops. I set those both up too. I always do new features to try to look at them and see how they're going to work and to test them out so I can give y'all feedback and let you know whether they're good things to go with or not. So as far as my experience so far, the abandoned cart is doing really well. The favorited items, I have not had any sales from that. And that may just be because there's still that barrier in between them liking an item and actually making the decision to purchase. Your abandoned cart people are way closer to actually purchasing your items. So they're probably more likely to buy. I'm going to keep those on. I'm going to keep going and see how those work. And I will keep y'all updated on that. And if you have set up any of these things, let me know how they're working for you. And basically, this is just kind of to take advantage of all the people who are coming in and looking at your shop and favoriting your items and putting your items in their cart. So, that part is always there. Like there's always going to be some people trickling into your shop, even during the slow times. And if you can grab those people and give them a little extra incentive, that's definitely a way to counteract some of that slowdown. So just a few things. I know that summer freaks people out sometimes because they get in there and they're like, where are all the people? It's kind of like just in my city in general, we are about an hour and a half from the beach. And during the summer, my normally busy city is completely a ghost town because everybody's at the beach. Everybody is taking summer vacations. That's the same thing in business. If you are selling things to people that are normally either at work on their computer, shopping when their boss isn't looking, they're going to be taking more vacations. They're going to be away from the office more. They're going to be away from their computers. They're going to be spending more time outside because the weather is nice. All of those things contribute to a summer slowdown. So if there are ways that you can counteract it, I would say go ahead and set a couple of these things up and see how they work for you. And let me know how they're working for you. They're doing really great for me. And I just wanted to share those couple of things with y'all and let you know that summer doesn't have to be a ghost town in your shop. So hope everybody is having a great Tuesday so far. I'm about to go meet some of my girls for some tacos for lunch, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.